Good morning, students. Chemical change and chemical bond. In that, we have studied about chemical changes and different examples of chemical changes. And we have seen the types of chemical changes like natural chemical change and man-made chemical change. Now, we'll start with the next concept from lesson number 13, that is chemical bond. So, this is chemical bond. We have seen the relationship between electronic configuration and valency of an element in the chapter Inside the Atom. In the lesson Inside the Atom, we have studied about electronic configuration and valency of an element. Noble gases do not form any chemical bond. As we know, noble gases are chemically inert. Their valence shell is completed. Yes, so they are not taking electrons or they are not losing electrons. We have seen the different examples of noble gases. In noble gases, except helium, all other gases are having 8 electrons in the outermost shell, means their octet is completed, and helium is having 2 electrons in the outermost shell, means its octet is complete, its duplet is complete. So all the noble gases do not form any chemical bond as their electron octet or duplet is completed. But while the atoms with incomplete electron octet or duplet form chemical bonds, while the other atoms, they are forming chemical bonds to complete their octet or duplet. Now, electron octet or duplet form chemical bonds. Reasons for this is that an atom uses its valence electron during formation of a chemical bond. So, atoms are using its valence electron to form chemical bond. Valence electrons means the electrons which is present in the outermost shell. Now, on forming chemical bonds equal to its valency, the atom attains the electronic configuration of complete octet or duplet. So, on forming chemical bonds equal to its valency, the atom attains the electronic configuration to complete its octet or duplet state, means either 8 electrons or 2 electrons. So, they are complete their octet or duplet state by gaining or losing the electrons. Okay, so while doing this, they are forming chemical bonds. Now we will see the next, ionic bond. In chemical bonds, the first one, that is ionic bond. Okay, let us first see how the compound sodium chloride is formed from the atoms of the constituent elements sodium and chlorine. Okay, as we know, this is NaCl, is sodium chloride, right? So first we will see how the compound sodium chloride is formed from the atoms of the constituent elements like sodium and chlorine. For this purpose, let us see the electronic configuration of sodium and chlorine. Now, as we can see here, sodium, it is having 11 electrons, right? So the electronic configuration is 2, 8, 1. Yes, in sodium there are 11 electrons, so the electronic configuration for sodium is 2, 8, 1. Okay, in outermost shell, as you can see here, 1 electron, right? In the valence shell, 1 electron. Now for chlorine, there are total 17 electrons. So the electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. As we can see here, in the valence shell, there are 7 electrons. Now this is the electronic configuration for sodium and chlorine. Now we will see how compound sodium chloride is formed. We have seen the correlation that the valency of sodium is 1 as it has 1 electron in its valence shell, and the valency of chlorine is 1 as its valence shell is short of 1 electron to have a complete octet state. Now we know the valency of sodium is 1, as we know the electronic configuration for sodium 2, 8, 1, right? So in its outermost shell, in its valence shell, there is 1 electron. So to complete its octet electrons, so the valency is 1. Now for chlorine, the electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7, right? So in the outermost shell, in chlorine, there are 7 electrons, so it will gain 1 electron to complete its octet state. Okay, so as we can see here, the valency of sodium is 1 as it has 1 electron in its valence shell, and the valency of chlorine is 1 as its valence shell is short of 1 electron to have a complete octet state. On loss of a valence electron from M shell, the penultimate shell L of sodium atom becomes outermost shell. Now see here, this is K shell, this is L and this is M, right? So in sodium, it will loses one electron from the outermost shell, that is from M shell, and the L shell becomes the outermost shell which is having 8 electrons, okay? And it has 8 electrons in it, okay? Effectively sodium attains an electron octet state. So when it will lose its electron from the outermost shell, from the M shell, the L shell becomes the outermost shell which is having 8 electrons, right? So however the electron number becomes 10. Total number of electrons were 281, but when it will lose one electron from the outermost shell, now the electron number is 10, right? So the electron number becomes 10. Hence the positive charge plus 11 on the sodium nucleus is imbalanced, and a Na plus cation carrying net positive charge, that is plus 1, is formed, okay? On the other hand, valence shell of chlorine atom attains an electron less to the octet state. Now in chlorine, as we can see here, there are 7 electrons in the outermost shell, okay? So it will gain 1 electron from this sodium, okay, and it will complete its octet state. That also we will see next. On accepting an electron from outside, octet of chlorine is completed. So chlorine will complete its octet state by gaining 1 electron from Na, okay, from sodium. However, the charge balance is disturbed due to addition of electron due to the neutral chlorine atom. This results in the formation of anion, that is Cl minus ion, carrying a net negative charge, that is -1. Okay, as we know, this is the electronic configuration for sodium and this is the electronic configuration for chlorine. So in sodium, it will lose its electron from outermost shell, okay, and it will form Na plus, that is plus 1 charge, okay, and chlorine, it will gain 1 electron, and this outermost shell, it becomes, as it gain 1 electron, it becomes 8, so it will complete its octet state, okay, and it carries a minus charge, that is Cl minus ion, anion Cl minus, carrying a net negative charge -1, okay. I hope you are clear with this. So this is one example is given. When the elements sodium and chlorine combine, an atom of sodium gives its valence electron to a chlorine atom, and when they are combined, the sodium and chlorine, they combine, an atom of sodium gives its valence electron to a chlorine atom, whereby the cations Na plus and anion Cl minus are formed. As we know, Na plus, that is plus 1 and -1 charges are formed due to the electrostatic force of attraction between opposite charges. So due to the electrostatic force of attraction between the opposite charges, the oppositely charged ions get attracted to each other and a chemical bond formed between them. So because of this, there is a chemical bond which is formed between sodium and chlorine. The chemical bond formed due to an electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged cation and anion is called an ionic bond or an electrovalent bond. So this is the definition for ionic bond, or it is also called as electrovalent bond. Okay, so the chemical bond which is formed due to the electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged cation and anion, that is Na plus and Cl minus, sodium and chlorine, the bond which is formed, that is called as ionic bond or an electrovalent bond. The compound formed by means of one or more ionic bonds is called ionic compounds, and the compound which is formed by means of one or more ionic bond is called as ionic compound. Okay, so this is the definition for ionic bond. It is also called as electrovalent bond. Okay, we have seen the example of sodium chloride. Okay, sodium chloride is compound formed by the combination of sodium and chlorine. Okay, so the chemical bond which is formed due to an electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged cation and anion is called an ionic bond or an electrovalent bond. Now the next is formation of an ionic compound sodium chloride from the elements sodium and chlorine is shown with the help of diagrammatic representation of electronic configuration in the figure. Now we will see the figure which shows the diagrammatic representation of electronic configuration of sodium and chlorine. See this figure. This is formation of ionic bond of sodium chloride, NaCl. See here, Na, that is sodium, total electrons 11. So the electronic configuration is 281. Okay, in the valence shell, in the outermost shell, it is having only one electron. So it will lose that one electron, and see here, this one electron it loses, and now this is the outermost shell which is having 8 electrons. Okay, once this one electron it loses, the outermost shell is now L shell, right, which is having 8 electrons. So it will complete its octet state. Now in chlorine there are 17 electrons. So the electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. Now see the outermost shell, valence shell, there are 7 electrons. So it will gain 1 electron from sodium and it becomes 2, 8, 8. So see the valence shell or the outermost shell, now it is having 8 electrons. So it will complete its octet state. Now you can see the figure here. 1 electron it will lose, sodium will lose its electron and chlorine will gain its 1 electron in the outermost shell. Okay, so as you can see here, the figure shows this is sodium. Now in the K shell 2 electrons and in the L shell 8 electrons, 2, 8, right, and in chlorine 2, 8, 8. See this electron. Okay, so it will form Na plus and Cl minus. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So this is what formation of ionic bond of NaCl, that is sodium chloride. Okay, one ionic bond is formed due to the electrical charge +1 or -1 on an ion. Now one ionic bond is formed due to the electrical charge +1 or -1 on an ion. The valency of an ion is equal to the magnitude of positive or negative charge on it. The valency of an ion is equal to the magnitude of positive or the negative charge on it. An ion forms the same number of ionic bonds as its valency. An ion forms same number of ionic bonds as its valency. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So we have studied about chemical bonds. We have started in that we have studied about ionic bonds. Okay, with the example of sodium chloride. Okay, I hope you are clear till here. So now we'll stop till here. In the next session we will start with the next concept. Thank you so much.